It wouldn't be Vikings football without all the drama, somehow being up 24-10, albeit murky, nasty throughout the course of the game. Still, despite how nasty it was, the Vikings were in control for the majority of that game. 24-10 turns into 27-27. The Vikings, they get the win. They move to 9-2 after beating the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field in the overtime thriller 30-27, as this video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Just an absolute roller coaster of emotions. Aaron Jones, back-to-back weeks fumbling the football, recovered by the defense on the Vikings' first offensive possession. This time against Chicago, it was at the 1-yard line. Just soul crushing. You eventually tie it up 7-all. You get a blocked field goal attempt. Jerry Tillery gets his hand up, blocks the field goal, recovered by Brian Asamoah. And then you go up 14-7, touchdown to Jalen Naylor, although that's a bit questionable if he really got the score or not. But either way, we'll take it. The way that officiating has gone against the Vikings, we are owed at least one, if not more. But you go up 14-7. Chicago, their next 5 possessions, after going up 14-7, they scored just 3 points. And then something happened. KOC happened. 4th and 1 at Chicago's 36. Vikings elect to go for it. Cool. First rule of thumb is versatility. Get the defense guessing. Is it going to be a handoff? 4th and 1, a handoff. Is it going to be a QB sneak that has been effective for this Vikings offense this year? Or is it going to be a play action bootleg? Keep the defense guessing. Well, the defense, they didn't have to guess at all, because on 4th and 1, the Vikings, they go empty set. You know that the Vikings, they're going to pass the ball. Pass is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Chicago, they follow that up with a touchdown of their own. They make it an 8-point game. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Head coach Kevin O'Connell has to delegate play calling to somebody else. If not, this will eventually be the downfall of this team. Objectively speaking, he lacks situational awareness. This is, despite the great weapons that they have offensively, this is a subpar red zone offense. I don't understand why this is such a hot take, why this is such a controversial take for the self-appointed Vikings fan police. But I tell you what, instead of me arguing and stating what is objectively true, I challenge you to go in the comments section and explain to me why having an empty set formation on 4th and 1 is a masterful play call by the head coach. And after getting another field goal for Minnesota, Chicago, they score 11 unanswered points via a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and then also an onside kick recovery by Chicago, kicking a field goal, tying it 27-all. We go to overtime. The defense, credit to them, it's been up and down, or at least it was up and down throughout the course of that game. For the most part, they were really good, but they let a couple slip away. Big time deep throws by Caleb Williams. Keenan Allen went all the way off. But the defense in overtime, Chicago, they got the ball first. And I said, oh boy, oh, of course they do. Are they going to score a touchdown? Nope. The defense, they force a 3-and-out. And you ended up winning off of the leg of your replacement kicker, John Parker Romo, who, if not for a missed extra point attempt last week against the Tennessee Titans, he would be perfect. And before we get into the good stuff to talk about, sign up for BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. Get a 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. Just use the promo code YouTube150. And now for the shoutouts. Jordan Addison, free 3. Feed that man the football. He can arguably be the best wide receiver 2 in the league if you give him his proper looks. Sam Darnold, you don't have to force feed the ball to 18 Justin Jefferson all the time. And I love on that drive where they tied the game up 7-all, they went to Addison 3 straight times. First time, a deep pass to number 3, incomplete. It was a clear pass interference, but the refs didn't want to call that. The very next play, another deep pass to Jordan Addison. This time he caught it for 45 yards. And the very next play after that, touchdown, Jordan Addison. This man went all the way off. 8 catches on 9 targets, 162 yards, and a score. Had a long of 69. Are you kidding me? This was the Jordan Addison breakout game, baby. Feed Addison the football. TJ Hawkinson, is he all the way back? Huh? 7 catches, a buck 14. That's a hell of a start. If he's not all the way back, he's damn near close. Aaron Jones started the game off shaky with that fumble recovered by Chicago, that first possession. 22 carries, a buck 06, and a score. And I'm sure that did so much for his confidence because you could tell not to say that he wasn't locked in, but the focus was off. There's been something that's been off about Aaron Jones the last couple of games, but he bounced back in a big way, had a long of 41 yards, and Sam was Sam. He made good plays. He made goofy plays, force feeding to Jefferson. I counted at least 2 times where he did it in triple coverage. Jefferson didn't have a great game. 2 catches on 5 targets for 27 yards. But Sam was Sam. As many good plays as he made some boneheaded plays as well. But still, the surface stat lines tell you that he was pretty good. 22 of 34, 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, got sacked 3 times. Cam Robinson got hurt. David Kessenberry had to come in and fill in for the replacement left tackle with Christian Darrisaw out for the year. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Ivan Pace Jr., he got hurt as well. Bo Richter recovered a punt. Special teams, for the most part, did a great job. Oh, my goodness. With the exception, obviously, of the onside kick recovery, which led to Chicago scoring a field goal, taking that game into overtime. The defense, their Achilles heel this entire year, not just this game against Chicago and Caleb Williams, are the deep shots in the middle of that zone defense. But they did enough. They moved to 9-2. They've shown that even as they are falling flat on their faces, as nasty as it is, the Vikings, they can pull off a win. Good stuff. Still, KOC needs to delegate play calling to somebody else because eventually it will be the downfall of this team. Shout out to the folks at BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. We'll see you next time.